And you're listening to Love the Afrobeat Music Talk Radio, your number one African Caribbean online radio. My name is DJ TYB, the place to be. We have a very special show for you today. If you're celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to you from yours sincerely. And Love the Afrobeat Music Talk Radio and the Highway 6 to Africa crew saying, hey, we are there with you in spirit. And we have Petra with us. Hey, by the way, Petra is Petra. I don't want to even go there. I don't even want to go there. Petra had a birthday yesterday, and a happy belated birthday to Petra. Petra, happy belated birthday. We are going to have a very special day today. I know that. How are you?
Thank you, TYB. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for the belated birthday wishes.
Yeah, yeah.
Another cycle around the sun. I'm definitely thankful for life, all the wonderful blessings. It's a moment to reflect on all the things that you've established and done the year prior, and also a chance for you to just refocus and align with all the wonderful things that you have ahead. So yeah, it was great.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What special thing? Hey, did you do anything special?
Yeah, I did actually. I want to shout out my girl Tamara Della Cruz. She puts an event every single month called Open Floor Night at Aqua Supper Lounge. So I was there last night. It was amazing. So many amazing live performers. Shout out to my friend DJ Double Ace. He was on the ones and twos, Double A Lifestyle. Also want to shout out my girls, Candice, Sarah, my boy Z, Roots Reggae Radio, my artist friend Senny as well. Yeah, they all came through to support me. So it was really, really great yesterday.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. We're there, we're there with you in spirit. We're there with you.
Yes. Yes, you were. Thank you.
Yeah, we miss Ron today. Hey, Ron, I know your brother is there. Hey, bro, how you doing? I hope you guys are bonding, and you're having a very wonderful time in BC. How was the week, by the way? Apart from the
My
holidays, events.
Yeah, mine was really good actually. My week was pretty good, just really busy. I was just kind of just focusing on Friday, to be honest. So I found the weeks fly by, but yeah, I focused on Friday. It was great. So yeah, I'm just happy, ready to move forward and hit some milestones that I want to accomplish for this year.
That's
How was
right.
your week?
It was great. It was
Yeah.
great. It was very good. Um, what I did was that well, Tuesday was a holiday, the Truth and Reconciliation holiday. Um, we did such a it was very very eventful, and I don't know. It's we actually the station carried the event of the Truth and Reconciliation. Yes, yeah, we carried it to on Parliament Hill. It was very eventful. It was very, very great to be a part of such a very eventful um, situation that we found ourselves in because of the injustices that have been meted out to the indigenous people of Canada, and you know what, as a people. But then all the same, we're so happy to the festivities. That was again, it was a very short week, if I can put it that way. It was a very short week indeed. Yeah, we have a very special, you know, we have a very special show, and we hope we get something great from our brother, our friend, Obed Sykes. Yeah. hmm Obed has been here, right? So we are going to have a very beautiful time with Obed. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to connect with him. He's such a talented artist. He has so many things, that he's been doing. He's many talented in many, many areas. So I'm excited for this conversation with him.
Yeah, and you know what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here is Obed Sykes. Hi, Obed. How are ya?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We
Can you
can hear.
see me?
hmm
Okay. Good to see you guys. How's it going?
Going awesome. How's everything with you, Obed?
Hey, I'm here. I'm chilling. It's all right. Everything's cool. Everything's on point. Yeah.
Awesome. I see you busy at work. You are making some amazing music. I see you consistently posting up to some amazing things. So we can't wait to talk to you about those and you can share that with the world.
Yeah, of course. I'll be delighted to.
Awesome. So, Obed, just for our listeners, if it's for the ones whose first time it is being introduced to you, can you just share with them who Obed Psych is?
Well, OBEDPSYCH, I'm an artist based in Vancouver. I'm a singer, rapper, songwriter, producer, and I've been singing for God knows how long. I was part of a group called Preachers back in Ghana, and we worked for about 11 to 12 years, made a lot of impact with the youth. We traveled around, we performed in Kenya, performed in South Africa, won so many awards. But now I'm on a solo journey ever since I moved to Vancouver because we all just traveled outside of the country, and it's harder to make music now together. So we haven't officially disbanded anyway, but like I'm just on a solo journey until we get back in track. Anyway, so back to Obed Psych. I I see myself as a um non-genre specific artist. I'm not stuck to a genre. I started from a rap background. I'm typically a rapper, but lately I find myself singing a lot, and I do rock, I do Afro beats, I do hip hop, and dance hall. So yeah, just enjoying myself doing music. And I've performed a little bit around here in Vancouver, couple festivals, many intimate shows, and it's an exciting journey. Yeah.
That's awesome. So yeah, what I wanted to actually talk about your solo career. What made you initially want to focus on your own career? 'Cause I know you mentioned that you're in a different country now, and
Yeah.
everyone's, like it's not easy to make music. Was that
Yep.
the only reason, or was there another reason as to why you wanted to focus on a solo career?
Yeah, thanks so much for the question. I think it's a really good one. It's just cause even if I try to run away from music, music still comes to me. It's so hard to run away from it. It's like I was born for this. It's sort of like a necessity that's laid on me to do music. So regardless of the fact that the group wasn't able to like make music together, I still was getting new songs, and the edge was there to do new songs to record. And I do have, I mean, a studio, home studio, so I can't just be staring at these things.
Exactly.
So I just started doing music, and I'm loving it. I feel so fulfilled when I do music.
Wow.
Awesome. That's amazing. I love TYB.
Yeah, my question, Petra, how did it all begin, Obed?
How it all began. I don't want to say the cliche thing of it began in my mother's womb. Yeah, but honestly, it started way back, back in time. I don't even remember, but I've always been a fan of music. My parents were so into music. My dad loved Bob Marley. He loved like he had a great collection of music from different genres. So I listened to musicians like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, Culture, like so many. Yeah, even classical composers like Beethoven and Bach. Like I've listened to all those types of songs in my house. So growing up, I just came to love music, and somewhere in high school, we have something we call school father. So my school father asked me what my favorite genre of music was, and that's in the 2000s. So he was expecting me to say something like hip hop, and I said country music. And he was like, dude, really? you know, it felt like country music was for older people, not for a high school kid.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that should just give you the perspective of how wide my list my my choice of music was. I could listen to anything that sounded good or nice to me was, yeah, something I could bop to. Yeah, I would just dive into it. So I started writing just a little bit, like writing little rhymes. I'm from a strong Christian home, so I really honestly started writing gospel music. So I was like, Jesus Christ, the Messiah, the only one I desire. Like very basic rhymes. And my friends were finding it interesting. So the more they kept saying, wow, your songs are good, I was like, okay. And I felt motivated and I started doing more and more. And yeah, in university, so that's one of my regrets. I feel like I should have started professional music way early, but I started somewhere in university, and yeah, I met a couple friends. We started recording. We formed the group Creatures after school, and yeah, and it's been like that to date.
Mhm. Okay, good, 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 good. What was the first song you wrote?
The first song,
Mhm.
it's probably the rhyme that I just gave you.
And what inspired you to? I mean, what was the motivational factor behind you writing that?
It's just because so I'm the kind of artist that writes from personal experiences. um I also write from my background and what I know. I don't write about things I don't know. So I just started writing about Jesus because that's that's my background, and we have morning devotions at home. I go to church every Sunday. I was part of Sunday school and Royal Rangers. If you're an Assemblies of God member, yeah. So that's why I started writing about that. So essentially, like growing up, I learned more things and had more experiences and started writing about more topics, like even heartbreaks, like um my love for my country, my love for my hometown, things like that. Yeah, relatable stuff that everyone can listen to.
Mhm. So, so basically, if I can go back there, was it more of writing? Um, was it geared towards gospel, or it was
Yeah,
just okay? Okay.
I'm originally a gospel artist, but I just transformed into someone who does motivational music, music that's relatable, and music that touches lives in a very special way. I don't want to restrict myself too much to singing about the gospel and salvation. I think there are more important topics to talk about, even though salvation is important. So yeah, I'm just an artist doing good music for people.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Great. Petra.
Awesome. Yeah, I love that. I love that you're exploring different avenues
Yep.
with your music. You know, I also believe salvation
Yep.
is important, but I do think it's also good to touch on
Mm-hmm.
other areas and so you can reach out and relate to,
Yeah.
to others, that may not fit in that
Yeah.
in that paradigm. So just to
Mm-hmm.
kind of shift back a little bit, I've always been intrigued by your name. Like, what is the story behind the name Obed Psych?
I truly wish there was a solid story, an exciting story to share about my name. But it's just one of those names that like I got from high school. Um in high school you had to have a name, and if you didn't have one, your seniors would probably give you a name that you don't like. So I quickly gave myself a name. Yeah, they were trying to call me names that I didn't really like, so I I just had to be smart, and then I chose psychic, and yeah, they started calling me psychic, and later on, I changed to psych because I thought psychic was kind of weird. I might have chosen it um, too fast without thinking too deep, you know. But psych is more like it because that's who I am. I find myself preparing very well for things that I do, and even in my team, I'm always that motivating guy, the guy who puts the group together, the guy who's like psyching the group up and stuff. So I'm like, oh, but this actually really fits, and I picked it up, and I had to add my first name as well, so it stands out and it's unique.
Hmm.
I love that. Just like
Just
you
like
as an
what?
artist. Just like you as an
Yeah,
artist.
yeah, just creating stuff. I I talked earlier about writing music that touches people in a very special way. I come from a place called Boku, and the people in Boku have been in an unyielding conflict for decades. So, one of my motivating factors for singing, even in my language, is to just proclaim where I'm from, and also like um,
Hmm.
change the narrative, because in Ghana you it's really hard to find somebody bragging about Boku because everybody knows we're from that conflict town, So I wrote this song, and I kind of used a counterintuitive approach to it to brag about Boku. So I talked about Boku and the pride of Boku
Okay.
and how excited I am to be from Boku, and yeah, and just to entertain my people from Boku and give them a song that makes them jam to it. And somewhere in the middle, I dropped a message of peace. So it's like that.
Mm,
I always want to explore my creativity in that way. I want to be different, and I wanted to use a different approach to do it. And this song really made impact, and I'm really excited that it brought a revival in Boku right now. A lot of people are now proud to say I'm from Boku. They're releasing songs. The young people out there are motivated to do more music, and the entertainment industry is also just on revival right now.
yeah, I love that. That you're a precursor to helping
Yeah.
to ignite that sound. 'Cause I was going to ask you, that relates on to my next question. Like, how would you even describe your sound and style for the first time? How would you describe your style and sound for someone hearing that for the first time?
It's just it just goes more with feeling my music, because my voice is unique on its own. I I used to hate my
Mm-hmm.
voice.
It's
Wow, it's such a
beautiful.
beautiful voice.
Please
How
don't
could
go
I,
there.
you?
I I
Don't
just
go
I
there.
just don't know.
Don't go there.
I didn't like to hear myself. Like, I'd record a voice note, or I would have interviews, and I'll never go back to watching those interviews. So my voice, some people actually told me it was awful. Like, when I was doing music, when I was starting music, people told me, oh, your voice is not really good, go for voice training and stuff like that. So it kind of demotivated me. But when I got out of it and I started using it more, I realized that the flaw in my voice is actually what gives it its beauty. So yeah, I have a
Mm-hmm.
unique voice that stands out. In my singing, I sound very soulful, and I'm able to also sound very hard on hip hop. And my music actually really connects with people because I tackle relatable issues, relatable topics, and yeah, I'm not the one to do music for negative vices and stuff like that. I'm more of a positive guy. So that's my sound. My sound is motivating, is unique in its own way. It's authentic, and yeah, it's just Obed Sykes music.
I love that. So I want to ask you, so do you have a specific writing process when it comes to writing your songs? Like, do you start with like lyrics, melody, or emotion, or is there certain types of rituals that you do when it comes to you creating your
Well,
music?
I always I get music from different in different ways. I get my songs in different ways. Sometimes it's from an experience. I can write about something I just experienced. Other times it just honestly comes when I get a melody. I just get a melody in my mind and I begin to put lyrics to it. So my writing process is not specific. Depends on the song. Um, yeah, sometimes, and I play the guitar too. So sometimes I'm playing the guitar, just having a cool rehearsal with myself, and all of a sudden I get a tune, I get a melody, then I begin to put words to it, and yeah, and then I build up the song. I hit the studio, record, and it's out there.
Awesome. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing, TYB.
Obed, you said that you play the guitar. Did you right from the beginning when you a guitarist, or you learned it, or is it a self-taught kind of instrument that you?
It's really interesting that you asked this question because I don't even know if it's right for me to call myself a guitarist because I'm not an experienced guitarist who's been playing for years. It just got to the point like when I moved here to Vancouver, I didn't have my group. I felt handicapped. I'm like, how am I gonna do this without Imani and Eddie? Because they're always on my side. And when we're performing together, sometimes I do forget my lyrics and I go up to them on stage and I'm like, dude, I forgot my lines. Do you remember how it starts? And and they whisper it to me and I go back on stage and I'm performing. So that kind of help is not there anymore. And in Ghana too, we had a band. We had guitarists at our call. We had keyboardists at our call. Like they could just come in for us anytime, but I'm here in a place where no I know nobody. I'm just starting all over. So I had to learn the guitar. I wanted to be independent. I want to be able to perform when people call me without having to say, "Oh, I need a keyboardist to play," or I need um, someone to support me. I need a backing vocalist, stuff like that. So I just kind of learned the guitar to be able to do acoustic versions of my song. And it's been good so far. I've been playing for 2 years now, and I do play my songs, and I'm able to compose as well.
Wow, interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah. So, how do you stay motivated?
Uh, it's also really hard to stay motivated. Yeah, but I do it anyway. it's um it's not easy as an artist, as an independent artist. You don't have that support group. You don't have that team behind you that's always pushing you to do music. So um sometimes you just wake up and the music is gone. I asked I have a friend, let me see, you may know her. So I was telling her, let me see, do you have those days that you just wake up and the music has left you? She's like, what do you mean, Obed? And I'm like,
Me,
yeah, as an artist, sometimes you just feel empty. But I think those are the moments that you should actually relax. Sometimes you do need some rest. Sometimes you do need some rest. So sometimes I stay away from my guitar for a couple of days, just to get my mojo back. And it does work when I do that. I take a break because you what you don't want is burnout. You don't want to burn out like doing music every day and pushing every day and being under pressure to release. No, you just do it at your own pace, and you're good.
yeah. I mean, you touch on something. We, as musicians, we don't, we need we're always hungry, and we
Yeah.
never retire. And I don't see myself retiring, and
Yeah.
I don't see myself doing that. Well, you are a very good, yeah, you are a very good writer.
Thank
You,
you.
yeah, you released a track, Family and Friends, Family and Friends, which is one of my best tracks. I will tell you, we played maybe 24/7. We played maybe four times right here. And
Wow.
what was, I mean, I said four times, I think it's uncountable. Um, what was behind that?
Well, family and friends. To be honest, I have a really small circle of friends, and these are the people that really matter to me. I feel like I felt like celebrating those people who really matter in my life. The people who are there when I call them, and the people who give me positive advice, the people who are, you know, who give me positive energy. And these people are just a few people. I think I can count about 5 to 6 people. So I made this song specially for them, my family and my friends. So when I'm feeling down, it goes, when I feel down, 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 just give it my friends and family. Only them understand me. They hold me up, they never let me down, 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 down. I no get time for haters, no time for backbiters, and that's all that matters. So it's just a song, a tribute to my friends and my
Yeah,
family.
it's a very good track. And
Yeah, thank you.
one thing that I've noticed about you is that you cannot pin you down that this is the genre that you. I'm like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm versatile. I'm all over the other places. Uh,
Yeah.
what where can I put you? I know that. I mean, you may have a side that you sort of favor.
I think percentage wise, I would give myself 70% on Afro beats, and I'll give myself a, I hope I don't add up to more than 100%. 15% to hip hop right now, and another 15% to other genres, like the exploratory genres, the ones that I'm just um, trying out, like rock. I have rock songs like "Thank God It's a Beautiful Morning," and I have the Heartbreak song also, which is also rock and pop. Yeah, so I'm I lean more towards Afro beats, if I should say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean the rock. Have you released the rock as yet? Because I've heard you do that on TikTok and other areas, and I'm really beginning to love your writing skills because you are such a very good writer,
Thank you.
and how you put so much energy into it, and I love it. I love it, Petra.
Thanks.
Yeah, most definitely. It's good that you can mix up the genres, you
Yeah,
know?
I don't know, but other people will probably say that you should stick to a genre. But I think that um, it takes away the beauty of creativity for me. I think that I don't have to be boxed into a genre. I try to explore everything that produces good music. So I'm just a musician, creative artist.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. That's how a lot of artists should classify themselves. They're just a maker of music, and whatever the melody, whatever melody or music you connect with, that's what is the foundation that allows you to express yourself on it. You know, whether it's on Afrobeats or
Yeah,
reggae or
yeah,
jazz, you know?
yeah.
You're the
That's it.
creative vessel. For sure. So I wanted to ask you, what challenges have you faced while you've been in the industry, especially here in Canada?
Here in Canada,
from
I always hear that Toronto has a more booming entertainment industry. So I don't know if it's because I'm in the West Coast, but it seems like it's not as vibrant as I've expected to be. I I want to see more shows, you know. I want to see more events happening and more opportunities for independent artists here. One of my challenges is finding, you know, like getting getting booked um for multiple shows. Like I've played a couple shows like this year. From the last time we spoke on Love Bay, I've performed in Haram Vancouver Afro Folk Festival. I've also performed at the Love Jones Festival and a couple more shows. Yeah, but I think that the challenge will be, honestly, the main challenge is because I don't have what I had back in Ghana. I'm having to restart. I'm having to reestablish myself as an artist here with a new audience, um, a new audience that has a different cultural perspective, and even there's that barrier, you know, that cultural barrier when you are performing to an audience here. Um, I'm not a native Canadian. I'm not from Canada, so I have to learn certain things by performing more and by meeting more people here. So it just makes work harder to like learn new things and meet new people and understand the cultural terrain.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's what a lot of us face because even myself, I'm not from Canada, right?
Hmm.
I'm also from England. And coming from a place like England to Canada, you would assume that like the culture would
Or
be pretty
similar.
much the same because they speak the same language. Yeah. Well, it's so different,
Hmm.
especially musically. Um, I find in Canada, like Canada does offer a lot more like grants and
Yeah.
like funding to get them engaged. However, you're not seeing that in countries where the artists don't necessarily get so much funding. You're seeing more shows, you're
Hmm.
seeing more support. So then it's like, yeah, it begs the question, is the funding is great, but
Hmm.
what is it leading to?
Yeah.
It's like when you don't have that option, you have no choice
Yeah.
but to hustle. The industry has no choice to work together. But then when you actually have the funding there, it's like certain artists, it's like they just
Mm.
live off that. You know what I mean? They don't really have to push hard. They don't really have to make the necessary connections. They don't really
Yeah.
have to really
They're
push at it,
comfortable.
So exactly. And
Yeah.
comfortability kills, It leads to
Yep.
stagnation leads to death. So like hearing you coming from the West Coast, yeah, we hear that people from the West Coast say that about Toronto, but then when you're in Toronto doing music, we say the same thing,
The
like,
grass looks greener on the
you
other
know what I
side,
mean?
right?
Exactly, exactly. Because there's artists here in Toronto that like, oh, I want to go out west. I want to travel around Canada because they're not exposed to my music. I can go on tour and they'll support more. Because we find outside of Toronto that there's a lot more
Yeah.
support for artists. But you're outside of Toronto and you're saying the opposite. So it's just really figuring out you know? But I think the fact that you've already had recognition, a lot of like recognition
Yep.
outside of Canada, that could definitely be
Yep.
your advantage because it's not necessarily that you're starting from scratch per se with a new audience. I mean, for an aspect you are, but you still have the
Yeah.
Ghanaian community, which is a
Yeah.
global community. So you can still leverage from that community and
Yeah.
branch out
Yeah.
from there. So still
Yeah. Yeah.
advantages.
Even
You know what I
here,
mean?
I've seen people walk up to me and say, "Hey, you're preachers, right? You're part of preachers, right?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah," and that's
Mhm.
when I almost forgot that I was even part of preachers. I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." So it's
You know?
always nice to see people walk up to me and say they recognize me as a Ghanaian artist. Yeah, so you're right about
Mhm.
that. We did carry some level of fame to the new land. and we're trying to leverage on that a little bit, but I don't want to lean too much on it, on past glories and all that. I just want to create a new fresh vibe around my name, and yeah, and make the impact that I'm called to make. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I
Mm-hmm.
respect you for that, because I mean, again, same thing. Like you accomplished certain
Yeah.
heights and fame with preachers, so it's kind of like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
check the box. I did
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, what else
Yeah.
is there to accomplish? And it's the midst of that uncertainty, it leads to excitement because something new is born, and you become a new
Exactly.
version of yourself on
Yeah.
that journey. So I wanted to ask you, so what takeaway do you want what do you want to get out of this new journey? And then what do you hope that your listeners will also get out of Obed Psych that they didn't get from preachers?
um. So Preachers was called to, bring a new dimension to the gospel music industry. So Preachers predominantly was like hip hop, dancehall, like really unconventional songs that you'd hear in church. So that was a specific calling for preachers, and it was meant for the people in church to keep the youth in church, to keep them, to tell them that, hey, why go listen to secular music when we have this? So we're creating an alternative for um, believers to enjoy Christ filled lyrics and music. But my personal goal is to touch people even outside of the church. um, I'm touching people in a very special way through my music. I want to touch their emotions. I want to talk about relatable stuff. I want them to listen and feel blessed. I'll tell you one quick story. So on Instagram, somebody messaged me and said she wanted me to sing to her, and I'm like, okay, well, no problem. I'm It was interesting because I was following her and she was following me back, but I didn't know who she was. Yeah, so I'm like, but I don't really remember following this account. But I'm like, anyway, this is not my problem. Let me just do what I gotta do. And I picked up my guitar and I played the audio. I recorded, started playing Smile. So I sang Smile to her. Smile is actually my new song. And she sent me a voice note. She had broken down in tears, telling me how bad she was feeling that day and how suicidal she's been. And this song has given her hope. And she was blessing me, like telling me, encouraging me on the journey on which I am right now. And these are kind of like the testimonies that I want to hear. I want to hear these kinds of testimonies from people outside of the church. You know, impact can be done anywhere, and everybody matters. So my music is definitely for everyone. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, TYB.
Yeah, just like walking a tightrope, balancing personal and professional can be tricky,
Hmm.
right? Some prefer to keep the two apart, whilst others marry them up. In some
Yeah.
cases, literally, as it often the case when on screen, actors, for instance, become partners, whichever
Mm-hmm.
side offends the guests land on. There's probably good reasoning behind the decision.
Mm-hmm.
My question to you is how do you balance your personal and professional life?
It's it's very hard, to be honest, to balance my personal and professional life, and my music, because I am like an octopus. I do so many things. My boss calls me a Swiss Army knife. I I find myself doing a whole lot of things that are probably not related. But well, I would say the center of it is creativity because I'm into marketing. I'm a marketing manager. I have a family. I'm married with kids, and then I do the music as well. The only thing I can say is that I have a very tight schedule. I try to like, keep my work at work, keep my family at family, and give my music to my social media. So social media probably doesn't know much about my family. It's gonna be really hard to like juggle all of that and put them all in one space. But I try to separate them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good answer. And a follow-up question. Well, I won't say follow-up, but then we've been discussing about the future of this industry. What is the biggest challenge you see facing this industry that was once so beautiful, so straightforward? What, yeah, what, what is the biggest challenge you see facing this industry?
Oh boy. You know, at first you could just be a musician, but right now you have to be a content creator.
Yep.
You cannot just be an artist
Yep.
without being a content creator, and that's tough for introverts like me. Yeah. So I think that the music business keeps transforming, and there's even AI right now, like bringing a big change into the industry. So if you're an artist that is resistant to change, you're definitely gonna fade off, because people are going to come up with new stuff that's going to take over the industry. They're going to leverage on opportunities that you see um, as new, and because you don't gravitate towards change, you just put it away. But other people are going to move faster. They're going to be more efficient and more effective right now, if they capitalize on the change, or they embrace the change.
Mhm. Wow. It is the industry is changing and it's changing for good. And then there are so many
And it's
things
changing fast.
very fast. There's so many things that we've been reading about say sometimes like you as an independent artist, for instance, can at some point in time don't have to give up on this on the fact that well I'm not getting the hits, I'm not getting all these kind of stuff because I have been reading that even those in the upper tier, I'll put it that way, release stuff and then they get bots to sort of use them to promote, right? So using social media to do stuff and then combining it with AI, I think has one way or the other changed the industry. I think for good. And is it in your perception, is it good for the industry or what do you think?
uh I think as an artist, y- I know competition is good for an artist, but look at competition in a different way. Look at it from a different angle, and don't pressure yourself too much to burn out, because like you're saying, other artists are using bots to get your numbers up. So if you just keep comparing yourself to other people, that this artist has 100,000 streamers and I have 500. What am I gonna do? I think that that's the wrong way to look at it. Look at your personal progress and just ensure that you're actually moving.
Mhm,
The only bad thing is when you're standing and not moving at all. But if you're moving, if there's movement, I think that there's progress. So just keep appreciating your little progress in your musical journey, and just give your best. Do what you can to give high quality music, to give your audience like what they want to hear from you. That's all that matters, because we're not all called to reach everybody. Some people are called to reach a certain kind of people. Your music may be reaching a niche market, and somebody's music is reaching a wider audience. So don't just pressure yourself. Do your thing and enjoy it. Enjoy the music. That's the most important thing.
mhm.
Enjoy what you're doing and just give your best and bless the world with your music. That's what I feel, honestly.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, because how I'm looking at it, that's a very good. I mean, be content with what you are producing. But
Yeah.
don't look over your shoulders because I
Yeah.
always say that the the best musicians have not been tapped yet
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know them. We don't give them. We don't see them. We don't. People have written so much great stuff. We had an artist, Master Blade, the other time, and
Mm-hmm.
he's somebody who has talent, and yet
Mm.
nobody gives him the chance. But then if we look at the future of this industry, social media is out there for you to come out there to sort of do what you need to do to project yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the industry, like we're saying, has changed for good. So one
Yeah.
thing that I appreciate with you, for instance, is you learning how to play the guitar, because at some point in time one has got to go out there to perform.
Yeah.
The way we're going, if you
Yep.
cannot go out there to perform, you have to kiss this industry goodbye. Because at the end of the day, my understanding too is that the record labels are also rewriting. Um, they are forcing themselves to rewrite rules governing copyrights and all those kind of stuff. So I think um, as artists, we just also have to look at ways of surviving, because right now we are in a survival mode, if I can put it that way.
Honestly, if you're an artist and you do not play an instrument, you do not perform, you're just a recording artist, I think you're doomed in this age in time
Oh yes,
because
oh yes.
AI is going to do your job for you because
Right.
AI is singing and AI sometimes even sings better than humans. The only difference is that we add the human element to it, and that's what makes us stand out. You know, the like I said earlier, even the flaw in our voice makes it authentic,
Hmm.
you know. And once we're able to just represent on stage and give people an experience and share our stories and connect people with our music through relatable experiences and stories, we are just doing the right thing. We're doing what AI cannot do. So I think that's the way forward. Every artist has to probably learn an instrument and also represent on stage and give people an experience.
Yeah, yeah. Great, great. Thank you, Petra.
Awesome. So I wanted to ask you, how do you stay grounded as an artist with all the things you have going on, having to balance your personal life with your musical life and working in marketing, like you're wearing many hats. How do you stay grounded in the midst of all of that?
I honestly don't know. It just happens. Like I get a lot of people asking me this question. Now, how do you do this? Like I'm scrolling on TikTok and I see you every time. Is that all you do? And I'm like, no, but
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes schedule my posts. So this
Smart.
morning before I had this interview, I was on the field r- recording content.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was on the field at 7 a.m. recording content, trying to catch the sunrise for some
Beautiful.
content for breast cancer Canada. So that's what I do. I just schedule my time and I
Mhm.
do what I have to do at what time, and I try to make things more automated than just using my own manual ways of doing things. Like I need to use AI
Mhm.
to summarize stuff. I need to do this. I use tools and schedulers and stuff like that. So maybe because I work marketing, I have access to all these things that make
I was
work
just gonna
faster.
say, I'm a marketing professional too, so I know about the power of scheduling posts.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, no, I love that. That is, it's so smart. And we've had these conversations before, because I made a comment that I stepped away from music for a little bit after COVID to go back to
Hmm.
school and I studied marketing. And
Yeah.
that was just an eye opener for me. It just opened me up
Mm.
to a whole different world, a world
Yep.
that was always present. It was always in my face, but I didn't know it existed. but
Yep.
learning what I know from marketing now and being able to apply that, the strategies of that to my music,
Yep.
takes it next level. And then you see why a lot of these major artists have reached a certain level of success in a short period of time, because
Yeah.
they've leveraged and utilized marketing strategies along with their music. And it
Yeah.
is something that independent artists really need to learn and get a
Yeah.
grasp of, because that is a game changer for
Yep.
your music career. Your
Yep.
thoughts?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said earlier, you can't just be an artist right now, especially as an independent artist. You need to learn music marketing, and that's
Hmm.
gonna take you a long way. It's gonna help you avoid, depression and burnout and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just learn to leverage on marketing tools and music marketing. That's the only way. That's the power of a label. A label has a team that handles your marketing.
exactly.
So if you're able to
Exactly.
do that for yourself, then I guess you'll be able to handle your music as an independent artist.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's the thing. The way
Yep.
the industry is now, is like there you have to be your own record label to
Yeah.
achieve success. Like
Mm-hmm.
you as the artist have to be everything, you know?
Yeah.
And the unfortunate thing is it's not reality. Like you can't take on all of those roles, but you can
Yep.
do it to the best of your ability. Like you said, things like scheduling your posts, the post to, doing
Yep.
it that way, leveraging the power of AI that can
Yep.
help enhance the music but not take away from it, you know?
Yep.
Creating strategic alliances and partnerships with others that you can cross brand with. Like you're branding with the is it breast
Breast
Canada
Cancer Canada.
yeah,
That's
breast
it.
cancer in Canada, exactly. See,
Yeah.
so you're making those strategic partnerships, and that's what independent artists, they need to learn
Yeah.
about, but unfortunately for us and the way that we do music, there aren't really schools that will
Mm-hmm.
teach you like the cookie cutter cut way of achieving all of this.
Yeah.
Start at A and finish at Z. Like if you were going to
Mm-hmm.
school to get a law degree or to become a doctor, the path is easily set out for you to figure
Mm-hmm.
out. But for
Yeah.
artists like us, it's like there's a little piece here and a little piece here. And then that industry is always constantly changing,
Yeah.
So it's like you have to keep up with the trends and the times. Even
Mm-hmm.
though you haven't reached the success that you wanted to achieve yet, the game already switched up. And you have
Yeah.
to switch up again to keep playing the game. So there's a lot of, it's like playing chess. Like this industry that we're in is like chess. You have to always be quick to anticipate the next move in the midst of you making moves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah. You nailed it right there.
it's a very interesting game, one that we all love, because
Yeah.
we're in it still. So I'm going to steal your question, TYB. I'm very, very sorry.
That's
But
okay.
you take some of mine sometimes. But on behalf of me and TYB, I do want to ask you,
Is it about
Obed.
Breast Cancer Canada?
No, it's not. It's not. I'm gonna ask you, Obed, how do you define success?
Ah, success is when you achieve your goals. Success is also progress. You don't necessarily have to achieve it the way that you planned it, but I think if you've made progress, it is success. To me, that's how I see it. I feel like goals are set to push us forward. We shouldn't be too hard on ourselves. Like if we don't meet the goal exactly at that point, if you wanted 200,000 followers and you hit like 150, don't be hard on yourself. Like, yeah, you
Hmm.
you 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 made some progress. That's success. And some people also set goals, financial goals. Others set goals like career goals and stuff. So yeah, just progress. Just be grateful that you made progress, and be content with the progress you've made and see it as success. Like just move on to the next one or push harder for the bigger goal, and you're good.
Awesome. That's a good way of putting it. Thank you for sharing,
That's right. That's right.
TYB.
Yeah, you made mention about breast cancer. And can you enlighten us about why you got in that partnership with them to promote breast cancer?
Say again, sorry.
Why breast cancer? Why did you partner with Breast Cancer Canada?
Okay, so I I lost my mother to breast cancer 8 years ago, and
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, it's been a long emotional journey for me. I'm the firstborn of my family, so I didn't even get the chance to cry or get the chance to mourn the way that I should have.
Mm,
So this song, when I wrote it, it gave me strength, it gave me hope, it gave me peace, and I felt so good about it, and I wanted to dedicate it to my mother's memory. And I reached out to Breast Cancer Canada, sent them an email, told them, hey, I have this song, and I think I want to partner with you because I know what it feels like to lose someone to breast cancer, and I know what it feels like to not have like good knowledge about breast cancer. Um, this is my proposal. Let's work together on in October on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I give it a song. Um, all the proceeds of the song go to you. I'm going to be performing at your events. I will create awareness on my page and raise funds for this charity through my music, and that's it. I will feel successful. So that's success for me. When I do this partnership, it's success for me because I feel like I've honored my mom's memory. So that's why I'm doing this. The song is titled Smile, and it's on YouTube. I released it on the 1st of October.
Oh, okay. Is there any possibility of you sharing with us playing that
Yes,
for us?
sure. I brought my guitar, so let
Ah,
me play the song for
yay.
you. I'll give you a taste. So every time I come on this show, it looks like I perform, right?
yes, sir.
It's
Hmm.
becoming a
Yeah,
tradition.
That's
exactly.
Okay. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. When the day feels long and hard, take a breath and let down your guard. Your smile can lift the weight away. Make the dark feel like a brighter day. So just smile, smile, it'll be okay. Just smile, smile, brighten your day. Your smile can chase the clouds away. So just smile, 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 it'll be okay. When life gets tough and times get rough, a little smile can be enough. No need to worry and no need to hide. A smile can clear the skies. So just smile, smile, it'll be okay. Just smile, smile, brighten your day. Your smile can lift the clouds away. So just smile, smile, smile. It'll be okay. Thank you.
Beautiful. Baby smile.
Yeah.
Oh, this
So
is
that's my little tribute to my mother of blessed
Mm.
memory. And we're partnering, I'm partnering with Breast Cancer Awareness Canada because are, they, 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 they are one of the breast cancer. I just don't want to misquote them, but they are one of the biggest breast cancer awareness societies. You know, dedicated solely to raising funds to bring groundbreaking um, um, research, and solutions to breast cancer. So I'm supporting them fully with my song, and I'm also going to raise awareness on my page. You can follow me on Obed on my Instagram, my TikTok, Facebook. It's OBEDPSYCH, and I'll be posting a link for fundraising as well.
Great. I mean, that's a worthy cause, and we are going to also reach out and also be on the bandwagon to do that. Yes, there's a lot of time that we have to, as artists, have to, even as athletes or artists, have to step outside the ring or the turf, and then contribute. It's not about money. It's not about
Yep.
money. It's about your contribution. I'm saying this to say that I would like to give this kudos to Kevin Durant, basketball player, who has
Okay.
donated $41 million for, I mean, to help build, facilities, rental facility. I won't say rental because he says that it's going to be free for homeless parents and their children. And
Hmm.
these are some of the things that encourages
That's
others.
beautiful.
That's right, because he says he's seen what poverty is about because he grew up in a neighborhood where there was nothing. So, athletes and artists like you are the people that we have to so celebrate because it's not all about money. It's about
Yeah.
doing something to enhance human dignity. I've done it
Yeah.
before. I did some years ago. I did 3 days continuous nonstop for street kids, uh,
Okay.
United Nations children's
Nice.
fund and those kind of stuff. So some of these things are so, that goes a long way. And I appreciate what you've done for
Thank you.
for mommy, and she'll be smiling down. You know what?
Smile,
That's
smile.
right. That's
It'll
right. You
be okay.
keep on going. Yeah, you may serve somebody else. But also, Petra, sorry, I would also would like to ask him to perform something about family and friends because family and friends
Okay,
hold
your
us
favorite song, huh?
right. Family and friends hold us
Let's do it.
because you, like you said,
This one is
you're
specially dedicated to TYB.
you
Yeah.
you said you are the firstborn of your parents, and then you are holding a family together, and then family and friends say, "Let's come together and then listen
Okay,
to
let's do this.
this doing
I found love with the people around me. When I call, they always respond, and I call them family. There's nothing like the bond we share. You be my sister, you be my brother, nobody else they matter. When I feel down, 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 give me my friends and family. Only them understand me. They hold me up, they never let me down, 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 down. I don't get time for haters. Mm-hmm. No time for backbiters. Yeah, and that's all that matters. Baby, don't touch my fam. If you try touch my fam, that's a bad idea. Baby, don't touch my fam. If you try touch my fam, there's just one set of people around me. Whatever I do, they go like me. And even if my show is in the sky, they go show up for me. Mom booty wanna try to make you no try, can't touch my family. Ride or die, try to make you no try, can't touch my family. Oh no, when I feel down, 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 give me my friends and family. Only them understand me. They hold me up and never let me down, 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 down. I don't get time for haters. Mm-hmm. No time for backbiters. Yeah, and that's all that matters. Baby, don't touch my fam. If you try touch my fam, that's some bad idea. Baby, don't touch my fam. If you try touch my fam, bad idea. Baby, don't touch my fam. If you try touch my fam, say what? Bad idea.
I love it.
All
I
right, all
love
right.
it. I love 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 it. You know, this is what makes the whole world go around, and to make us, so as artists, get us going. I appreciate the time that you have put in all this. The journey hasn't been easy, but here you are,
Yeah.
getting it all right for us. Entertaining people around the globe, irrespective of race, creed, or color. I appreciate that. Petra, take us
Thank
home.
you.
Awesome. Well, Obed, I just want to say it's been really amazing having you on the show. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
And just,
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
yeah, awesome. So, is there anything you want to share with our listeners? You want to share with them how they can get in contact with you, or anything
Yep.
you have coming up, and any shout outs to anyone that you want to shout out to?
Yeah, so right now I don't want to take anything off the highlight of Breast Cancer Canada because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we know breast cancer doesn't only affect women, it affects all of us. I need everyone to come support the cause. I'm gonna post it on my social media on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's OBEDPSYCH, OBEDPSYCH. And yeah, I'll be giving you more content on that. So pretty exciting content, unconventional content. So yes, just follow me and let's get this going.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Petra.
It's been a pleasure. So, Obed, I just
Likewise.
want to say thank you for coming on the show. Anything you want to say, TYB? Any parting words too?
No, I would like to say thank you to Obed for taking time from his busy schedule, and you know what, honestly speaking, I'm so teared up with respect to what you are doing. Apart from the fact that you're balancing your family work and then doing everything to to um, to bring awareness to this breast cancer thing, and I appreciate that. Keep it going, and the good Lord continue to shower His blessing upon you, and then give you peace and strength for you to do what you have. Because the journey, yeah, you are still in the journey. We are still traveling. So keep it going, and you'll find success. You're already there. So you know what. Um, that's what I can say, Petra.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say it's been wonderful. Thank you, Obed. I want to thank everyone listening in all over the world. I just wish you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a phenomenal Sunday. And you'll catch us here next week with another phenomenal guest on their Highway 6 to Africa. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye, lovely
Bye.
family.
Bye.